we're live.
Live?
No, we're not live. Alright, gang. Happy Saturday, June 6th. Today's workout, we've got some running, front squats, hang power cleans, a little bit of core work with tuck-ups, and then we're going to track back down through those same movements at the end. So for our warm-up today, you need to get hips and low legs going for the run. You need to get through a full range for our front squat, get our T-spines and arms ready to go for those power cleans, and then we'll work on core a little bit for those tuck-ups. So we're going to start our warm-up today with some jumping jacks to get our heart rate up as well. Starting those in 3, 2, 1, and begin. As you start moving, start taking some long breaths in through your nose. Breathing out through the nose or blowing out through that straw. 3, 2, 1, and relax on those. Let's move into some knee hugs next. Start with an abbreviated range of motion and then start pulling a bit higher each time you tuck that knee. Let's keep cycling through these for another 15 seconds.
Something on like brain chat talked about how the cross crawl
Yeah.
like helps your brain.
3, 2, 1. Relax on those. Into some quad stretch next. Drive that knee down. Push those hips forward. You'll feel that stretch more in your quad. What you oofing about?
Are you sore? Are your quads sore?
I'm sore everywhere.
From glutes or from thrusters?
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's move into some hip cradles. Grab the knee and the ankle. Lift up. Feel that stretch in the outside of the hip. Make sure you're not twisting. You're pulling up on both spots. Working on that balance a bit. Getting some stability and some activation in that low leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax on those. From here, let's open up our shoulders a bit more. Make a tight fist, reach out to the side. Start with some small arm circles. Then get bigger. Continue to reach. Keep those arms tight. Let's reverse from here. Small arm circles. Get bigger. Then let's reach out in front and do the same thing. Start one way, reach forward as far as you can. Keep that tight fist. Start small, get bigger. Let's go other way, reaching forward, small, get bigger. And let's go right into overhead. Keep that belly tight, butt tight, reaching up. Start small, start opening up those shoulders, getting bigger. Then let's go other way, start small, and get bigger. From here, let's keep our hips pressed forward, belly pressed forward, reach back with one arm, same arm circle. Gonna start small, reach back as far as you can, then trace a bigger circle. And then let's go other way, small. Keep those hips pressed forward, bigger. Let's switch over to the other side, same thing, hips forward. Start with small circles. Keep that fist tight, keep reaching long with that arm. Let's go other way, small. And get bigger. From here, let's open up our chest, slap our back. And throw the arms down. Through overhead. Think about reaching high as you throw overhead. Then we're going to get into some alternating arm swings. So pump at the top and the bottom, and then switch, pump, and switch. 3, 2, 1, and relax. A little bit wider stance now, getting into some trunk twists. Spin on that back toe. Twist a bit farther each time. Speed up that twist. Hinge forward and twist for a few. Hinge back and twist for a few. From here, let's clasp our hands together, roll out our wrists. Other way. Then let's pull down on our fingertips. Press the heel of the hand forward, stretch out that wrist and forearm. Switch over to the other side, pull down on those fingertips, press the heel of the hand forward. Let's go back to side number 1, pulling up this time, driving hand forward. Over to side 2. Feel that stretch all the way through your hand, down through your forearm. 3, 2, 1, relax, shake those wrists out. Let's go into some elbow circles next. Try to keep that upper arm mostly still. And reverse direction. After that, let's get into some hip circles. Push through those legs to get side to side. Keep everything turned on. Try not to swing. Active range all the way around. Let's go ahead and reverse. Same thing. Squeeze your hamstrings, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your quads. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Let's go feet together, hands above the knees. Get some knee circles, keep the heel on the ground. Challenge that range. There you go, Matt. In your ankle. Let's go other way. Same thing, start a little bit smaller. Put some down pressure on those knees. What was that? 3, 2, 1, and relax. Come up on your toe, roll out your ankle. Roll all the way over the top of the toe and the foot. Switch over to the other side, roll out your ankle.
Mommy, get me off.
From here, come up into a hip flexion. Let's go 3 knee circles in one direction. Then 3 knee circles in the other direction. Then I want you to shake out your legs side to side. And then we're going to move right into a single leg RDL. Hold for a moment. Come back to that hip flexion. Hold for a moment. Just activating that low leg a bit more. Working on those hips. Working on that hinge. Keep cycling on this left side. 3, 2, 1. Over to the other side. 3 knee circles to start each direction. After those knee circles, shake out that leg side to side. Then hold knee flexion for a moment. Sit back into that RDL. Reach long with that heel. Back to knee flexion. And just keep cycling through these. Three, 2, 1, and relax. From here, let's find a wide stance. We're going to move into some grass pickers. Reach out in the front, in the middle, behind, stand, cycle through those. Feel that stretch in your hamstrings. Down through your hips. 3, 2, 1, and relax on those. What's going on back there? Alright guys, from here, let's find our squat stance. Shoulder width, come down to the bottom, elbows inside of our knees. Still think about having a long spine. Shift around side to side. Push out on those knees, big proud chest. Rock back and forth a bit. From here, I want you to take your left hand, bring it over to your right ankle, and then take your right hand, twist towards the ceiling. Come back, right hand over to left ankle, take left hand towards the ceiling. Keep alternating side to side. Try to keep your heels on the ground here. Use that down arm to pull into that ankle to intensify that twist. Get a couple more here. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Go ahead and stand tall, shake out those legs. Let's move into 10 air squats. 3, 2, 1, and go. Stay active in the bottom, don't bottom out. If you can, get your hip crease down below your knees. 3, 2, 1, relax. Let's come up on our toes, bouncing on our toes for 10 seconds. Bounce with us, Renee.
Oh, sorry.
3, 2, 1, and rest. Into some power jumps to finish up. Get those hips down, knees go wide, jump high, and then get off the ground quickly each time. Let's go another 10 seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, gang. First movement for our workout today is going to be run. We've got a mile of total running over the course of the workout. So push the pace based on your ability. Don't come out too fast early on. Conserve energy on these later runs. Ways that you can do that is remembering to stay tall. That's going to help you breathe. That's also going to help you have the right posture so that you're not wasting energy. So stay tall on your feet. Make sure that we're not overstriding. So people think to run faster, I need to take big strides and drive off. In reality, the way to run the most efficiently is to take a little bit shorter steps, strike underneath you, that way you're striking forefoot, and then try to get that foot off the ground quickly. So while you're running today, good posture, soft strike on the ground, and then try to pull that foot off the ground quickly each time you strike, and use just a little bit of a forward lean to help pull yourself forward. Stay tall, light and soft feet, leaning forward just a bit to make that run happen. Let's all go out for a 30-second run. So 15 seconds out. Hang on a second, Matt. Hang on a second, buddy. 15 seconds out, 15 seconds back. We'll get your shoes on in just a second, okay? 3, 2, 1, and go. You need shoes? All right, come on. Out here. Come here, come here, come here. You gotta hustle. This foot. This foot. All right, gang. Once you get back from that run, next movement in our workout, we've got front squats. If you're using an at-home object, you'll bring that up to that front rack position. Keep a good posture. Full foot stays on the ground. Knees come out nice and wide. If you've got the ability, get your hip crease below your knee. If we're using a dumbbell today or a kettlebell, we'll bring that up to goblet position for our squats. We got 15 at the beginning of the workout and then 15 towards the end. Then if we're using barbell, we're gonna go up there on the shoulder shelf. Try to keep that upper arm as parallel to the ground as you can. That was a nice pop there. And then make sure we're not bottoming out. Keep those hips back. Neutral spine from the top of your head all the way down to your tailbone. Prescribed weight today, 75-55 on that barbell. We do have an RX Plus option, which is going to be 95-65. Whichever version you plan to do, first thing I want you to do is give me 5 deadlifts just to prepare yourself for pulling that object off the ground. And then I want you to give me 5 front squats. 3, 2, 1, and go. Yeah, bud.
I saw Papa Brian to his house.
What did he bring?
He bring my bike to his house.
I set that bike out there on the porch. The green bike. After our front squats today, we'll give you guys an opportunity to build up in weight if you need to on that barbell in a moment. We've got hang power cleans. Renee's going to demo for us with the barbell. So we can either go a high hang clean from the hip. Let's go high hang. Catching that power, make sure you have a nice firm landing, then stand all the way before you bring it down. Or you're welcome to load down as far as the knee, but don't go any lower than that. Be sure that when you load down, come back down for me again, that you slide down the leg and slide back up the leg, keeping that bar close to your center of gravity. Jump with that long arm, because what happens when the arms bend?
Power ends.
That's right. If we've got that at-home object, same kind of thing. You'll keep it close, hinge back, jump, catch with those elbows underneath, stand tall. Then, if we're going dumbbell today, we've got 20 total reps. So on that hang, I like to take that dumbbell and hang towards the middle. Same thing will happen with the kettlebell. We'll jump, catch on the shoulder, stand. I'm going to say switch hands every 5 reps on your way to 20. Whichever version you plan to do, I want you to give me 6 reps right now. If you're doing single arm, 3 per side. Shoot those elbows through. Catch on that shoulder shelf. Stand all the way up before you bring that bar down. I'm getting in Renee's head right now.
Well, if I didn't have my bike there, I can't ride with them.
You did have your bike there, didn't you? And then our last movement today, tuck-ups. So we'll be down on the ground for this core movement. If you've recently had a child or if you have any core issues, Renee's going to give us an update on what we need to do for tuck-ups today. Maybe she'll give us the update in a moment. I'll go ahead and explain what you need to do for the tuck-up. So, best position on these is feet off the ground, hands off the ground to start, low backs glued to the ground, come up to that balance point. Get those knees and chest up high. A lot of times I'll see people sit up about halfway on these and then come down. You want to come up as high as you can, then extend back to that hollow position. If you're not able to find that hollow position for tuck-ups, first scale today is going to be, let's just go bent knee sit-ups, and that'll help build some of that baseline core strength. And then if you have a club bell,
Yeah, I just wanted something else besides that dumbbell.
What are you
Same
gonna
thing.
do?
It's just a weighted.
crunch.
Yeah, just that weighted crunch. Just make sure as you come up, you're.
Of course.
Well, Allison, you do it because you're on.
Okay.
Here.
So then if you're trying to rebuild your core, you can hold it in the middle.
You can hold it wherever. I was gonna actually kind of challenge my.
Okay.
You actually want to load a little bit of your core just to get that that stimulus of.
Flexion.
Well, you don't want to like flex super hard. You're just exhaling and making sure everything is on board, and then just lifting to where you feel comfortable, because there's a point of where that starts to break down, that form. Once you see that coning but just so you know,
So
kind of know your limits there.
So basically, gang, you're trying to learn how to recruit the right muscles as you come up. So if you're really struggling with any of those other movements, you can start with something more baseline like that, and that way you learn how to activate the right things, bring the right muscles on board, so that as you progress into more complex movements, everything fires like it's supposed to. Whichever version you plan to do, go ahead and give me 5 reps.
That's what he said. What he said.
If you're doing that tuck up, I like to think about rolling back down one vertebrae at a time. That way it helps me keep that hollow position. If you plan on adding weight to your barbell, once again, prescribed weight 75, 55, RX plus 95, 65. Let's go ahead and get that weight on the bar, and then I want everyone to hit 3 more front squats and 3 more hang power cleans, regardless of the object that you're using. On that first front squat today, you are welcome to hit a squat clean. That can be rep number 1. After your 3 front squats, 3 more hang power cleans.
When will mommy be on that side? When will you be on that? When will mommy?
Whenever she wants to, buddy.
Oh, he's just sitting up in his bed.
Once you've practiced 3 more squats, 3 more power cleans, we'll hit a transition round. We'll do another 30-second run. Once you get back in from your run, I want you to give me 3 front squats, 3 power cleans, 5 tuck-ups, and we'll call it good. All right? 30-second run, 3 front squats, 3 power cleans, 5 tuck-ups, and then we'll take a break. Starting that transition round in 3, 2, 1. What, Mav?
Yeah.
Go!
I can't.
Want your button shoes on?
Once you get back from that run, 3 front squats, 3 hang power cleans, 5 tuck-ups.
Can you give me that?
Just a minute. Watch out for Daddy's bar when he's moving.
Keep it close on that power clean. Jump with a long arm. Just a second, buddy.
What thing?
After that 5th tuck up, go ahead and take a break. We'll kick this wad off here in just a couple minutes. This thing? This is a distance wheel. That's what it's called. You measure distance with that wheel.
Get your son.
Standing up.
Yes.
Well, at least you have that pillow in front of the crib for when he jumps out.
He's
He's gonna yank your camera down too. Renee's retaping, gang. She's getting serious. Somebody find the chalk for her too. She's gonna look for it here in just a moment. Alright guys, so while you're making final prep for your workout, let's break this down. We're looking at a 12 to 16 minute workout, so set a pace that you can maintain for that amount of time. Like we talked about on the run, stay tall, slight forward lean, fast but soft feet. So as soon as that foot strikes the ground, pull it off. You want as little foot time on the ground as possible. On those front squats, breathe through those. I like to breathe in while I'm at the top and starting my descent, and then I breathe out as I hit the bottom and I'm standing back up, but no breath holding on those. This tends to be one that people bear down and they hold their breath, especially as they get fatigued. On those hang power cleans, regardless of the object that we're using, keep that arm long and jump. You're going to burn out a lot quicker if you're bending those elbows and using a lot of arm versus legs. And then on tuck-ups, sit-ups, or the dumbbell crunch that Renee explained for us, first thing, keep that low back on the ground on tuck-ups. On sit-ups, try to roll down one vertebrae at a time, roll up one vertebrae at a time. And then on those dumbbell crunches, just try to get everything on line. Drive that low back into the ground as you press that object for the ceiling. 800-meter run. Breathe through that. So try to maintain a decent pace, but don't push too hard, because you know that you've got another set of our 3 movements and then finishing up with that 400-meter run. Once you get past that 800-meter run, this is when I'm going to say kick it in, because finish line's in sight. Every time that you get done with a movement, that one's behind you, thank goodness, and then you can move on and get towards that finish line. Find your starting position. We'll kick this off here in about 1 minute. All right, gang. Starting with a 400-meter run, then 15 front squats, 20 hang power cleans, 25 tuck-ups. We'll go from there. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
myself.
15 front squats. After that run.
Space in the front. Got up there so fast.
Woo! Then 20 hang power cleans. Where's the chalk? Doing that single arm object, switch hands every 5. Thanks, Brad. I think that's funny. You're clean, you got 25 tuck ups.
Cut it.
Cool. Those tuck ups, next run. Starting back with tuck-ups. Back to your cleans. Hey! Oh! Where do you think you're going? Huh? Hey, watch out for car. working. Finish that last round, come on. Done, good work. You're still moving. Hit it strong. Push that last 400. Woo. Yeah, need a breath.
Stuck on these.
Huh?
He just wants to like stuck on these.
Once you're finished, try to stay tall, try not to sit down. Keep moving around a little bit. Keep that blood flowing. Start to get into some deeper breaths. We're gonna do a little jig for us to some song. What do you think, Brett Dalton? Leave the clock running until 20, and we'll cap it there.
Is it 20 now?
Same, Brett. If you're still working, stay strong. If you're done, you want to get a stretch in, you follow along with me. First thing, getting into those hips, quads, back, and arms. That's why this one's such a good stretch. Sitting back into that child's pose. Leave those arms relaxed to start. Try to get your heels as wide as your knees. And start trying to sit those hips down between your heels. Big deep breath, making that low back expand as you breathe in. Then reaching long. Letting those shoulders and that upper back stretch out a bit more. Continue that deep breathing. Walking hands back beneath our shoulders, coming up to hands and knees, gently flowing through some cat-cows. Try to breathe in as you look up. Breathe out as you tuck. After that, look over your shoulder at your hip. Swing your hip over to the side. Just moving that spine side to side. Then, bring one leg forward into pigeon pose. Reach long with that back toe. Drop this hip down towards the ground. Make that spine long. Then walk yourself forward. You can move around side to side. If you find one spot that's particularly tight, hang out there. Deep breathing while you're done here. Let's come out of that side slowly. Switching over to the other side. Make that spine long, drop that hip down, then begin to hinge forward. Once you find a comfortable position, hang out there. Big deep breaths in through your nose. Longer out breath. Three, two, one, come out. From there, let's go around and go ahead and turn it over to our back. And then once we're on our backs, tuck those knees in, gently rock side to side. Gently rock back and forth. Let those feet come down to the ground about shoulder width apart. Rock those knees side to side. Let your shoulders relax, let those legs come long. And then we'll spend our last 2 minutes here on the ground just breathing deep. So start by breathing in through the nose, belly gets bigger, low back gets bigger, and as you breathe out, all that stuff shrinks back towards the middle. Minimize movement in your chest. What you think, man? Try to make your out breath double the amount of your in breath, the amount of time. From there, see if you can go nose, nose. So breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the nose. Feel that breath come to the back of your throat as you breathe out through your nose. It's like you're letting air out of a tire. Three, two, one, and relax. All right, gang, great work today. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Get some food prep done, and then we'll see you back for our online classes on Monday. We do have class on Sunday in New Albany at 1 p.m. Great work.